Well, Chiefs Kingdom. Here we are on another Wednesday after a Chiefs loss. They suffered a loss 20-17 to the Bills on Sunday, and a lot of people are mad. A lot of people are mad at Kadarius Toney. A lot of people are mad at the Chiefs front office. A lot of people are mad at the wide receiver room and the officials. Just mad everywhere. This video is going to give you an in-depth look at Kadarius Toney. What my aim today is to maybe have everyone set down the pitchforks and torches and stop going at this man, and let's talk about what he brings. Let's talk about the struggles he's had and what he brings to this offense, because at the end of the day, that's my job. You guys know who I am. My name is Daniel Harms, film analyst here at RGR Football. And what we're going to do today, again, go through this film, this game against the Buffalo Bills, where Kadarius Toney played his second highest snap count on the season, next to week 1 against the Detroit Lions. It's a hugely impactful performance for Kadarius Toney, but we need to understand what he does for this Chiefs offense. Let me earn a like from you guys, but if you're new to the channel, hit that sub button and join us on this adventure as we continue through this Chiefs team for 2023 and beyond. Let's jump into the tape and see what we got. So, right out the gate, this is one of the first plays of the game. It was on their first drive. You have Kadarius Toney lined up off the line of scrimmage right here in this stack formation, and then they're going to motion him from there out to the left-hand side. It's an easy play action pass where the Chiefs motion Kadarius Toney out, and then what they do is that they run this play action out here, and they move everybody away. So they bootleg Patrick Mahomes towards the short side of the field, or excuse me, the longer side of the field, because this is where your hashes are, and the ball is on the right hash. So this would be the longer side of the field. And Kadarius Toney, it's very simple. Just get out here and then turn around. It's all it is. You've got pretty much a clear out route here from Richie James, and then a dig route over the middle of the field from Justin Watson in case, Patrick needs to come back to that. So moving the offensive line, you're going to also have a really nice block here from Noah Gray. And we have a little bit of rotation from the Bills defense, which is going to give us a cover 3 shell here at the end of the day is what it looks like. And they're going to see number 47 here back off with the motion, which is what the motion is supposed to do. Gets Kadarius Toney into an easy position where he can nearly get a first down. Pretty much does. I think this ends up being 2nd and 1, if I'm not mistaken. But this is how they needed to get the ball in his hands quickly. And also, it keeps their offense on schedule. There's no danger here. It's a hugely open play. Patrick is moving behind the line of scrimmage where there's no pressure in his face. Easy play. This is how Kadarius Toney can be impactful just from a motion perspective. And then we get a little bit of variety. The Chiefs have accessed a little bit more of their 10 personnel, which is 1 tight end and 4 wide receivers and no running backs. Kadarius Toney offers that. This is an excellent way for the Chiefs to get him the ball in space and continuing to access his ability to make plays happen. So this right here, this play is called Swipe. Here is from one of my buddies on Twitter. You guys can follow him at Syed Schemes. He's a fantastic breakdown analyst. He covers the Eagles and the entire NFL. But this is called Swipe. So they block down here. The Eagles, this is just showing the Eagles. They're going to have the guard block down, center pull around, and then get on this play side backer who's going to come down here and try to fill the gap. So you get Jason Kelce over the middle of the field, right there into space. This is easy for a touchdown. It's easy street touchdown right there. So this is how it looks. This is what it's called, or wipe, excuse me, not swipe. This is an exchange. It exchanges the responsibilities of the play side guard and the offensive center. So you see here, depending on the alignment of the defense, this is all a block down from the guard. So this guard blocks down on that nose tackle on the alignment of him, and then you have that wrap around, which is really nice to see. I really like what the Chiefs have done with it this season. It's not the first time we've seen it, but it's one of the first times we've seen Kadarius Toney run out of that formation. So here's just a bigger grand scheme of it. They can motion the running back into the backfield or whoever it is being there. All of that said, this is what the Chiefs did here. Again, based off of motion, you got a little bit of pre-snap motion from Kelsey, who's going to tell the offense what's defensive coverage. So you get a little bit of movement here. And at the end of the day, we got a really nice box to the right-hand side. So let's count this out. Right here, you've got Von Miller on the far outside. You can pretty much count him out of what the Chiefs are trying to get to here. They want the block down, right? They're going to say, all right, you come here. And when we see that, you have a block down here. And we've got a deep safety. Like, that's what they're looking at. They're seeing how much space is between this defensive tackle and the defensive end. And this is all just going to be Kadarius Toney from here on out. Like, this is just a really nice play. This wipe really executed well, too, especially because you get the defensive safety here. Kind of takes a step back. So this is mirroring what outside zone looks. Everyone's going to move to the right except for that guard who's blocking down, and then you get the wraparound. So, again, here is Toney just hitting that hole. And Von Miller made Jawan Taylor look pretty bad here, not going to lie. We know that run blocking is not his specialty, but right here, lunging. Don't lunge. No need to lunge. All you have to do is block down, but his weight is outside here. Well, Von Miller knows that, so he's just going to kind of push him down that direction with his arms. But again, this comes down to execution from the blocking inside, and Kadarius actually reading out the play. So he's going to see Von Miller come around, so he's going to follow his blocks upfield. Nice block down from Trey Smith, keeping him, and then you got Joe Toney out here on the next level, blocking here. This is just allowing Toney to follow this play all the way through. Really liked what he was able to do here, and at the end, instead of, possibly getting hit up high, he goes forward and goes down and gets maybe an extra half yard or yard on this play based off what he does with his body. So all of the different ways that they've been able to use Kadarius Toney have honestly unlocked what they do offensively. It really has. And here it is again. We have a completely different formation with Kadarius in 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 wide receivers, 1 running back, and they're going to motion him as an H-back. They're going to bring him off the wide receiver field and into an H-back role. And they're going to create movement. They're going to fake the handoff to Kadarius Toney and hit Travis Kelce for a huge play on the sail route. We've seen this concept before, and we've talked about it before. It's that 3 deep level concept that the Chiefs love to run. You're going to have MVS come out here, kind of angle this to the inside, and then come back out. There's the deep, the first level, all right? Travis Kelce is going to extend this up and then come out on that sail route, and then Kadarius Toney, play action pass to the flat, and then up here just a little bit. There's that 3-level action once again that we see the Chiefs want to attack. Now, the reason that Travis Kelce is so open is because, one, MVS is taking coverage with him, because you can't let Patrick Mahomes throw the ball down the field, even as poorly as they've thrown the ball downfield this season. So 1, you have that. 2 is play action. So watch this defense here. They have done this before. Boom, 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 boom. All 4 second-level defenders in this area are triggering downhill initially, or they're not moving. They're staying static. What does that do? That allows Travis Kelce to get acceleration and move into this area of the field. But again, you've got MVS taking these defenders with him. So you have, again, he's going deep. He's going deep. Where does that leave Travis Kelce in the middle of the field? There's nobody there. That's exactly what the Chiefs want. You get the bite on the play action, and there it is. You have linebackers have to move back now. Oh, got to get back. And by the time they realize that this play is coming to fruition for the Chiefs, it doesn't matter because Travis is already back behind them. He gives the little top turn right here where he looks like he's going to come this way, but comes back out this way. He's so good at that. Oops, sorry, guys. He's so good at doing that. And then, whoop, there's nobody there. There's nobody there. You've got eyes here. You've got 3 eyes here. And then you got 1 eye here on the inside. It's a fantastic play drawn up from the Chiefs. It's a different way to get to this level, to this 3-level concept that they love. And they call this a sail route because typically this is pretty much a sail concept where you have the deep route, that corner route or sail route, and the flat route combination with it. So Kadarius, for everything that he didn't do on this play, he drew defenders with him. He drew in the defense from the play action. And from then on, it was Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes making play. Here he is in the backfield again, allowing the Chiefs to do what they want to do. And oh my gosh, he gets two guys to hit into each other. Yeah, he gets 5 yards on the play? But this is what the defenses are forcing the Chiefs to do. You're going to see it right here. Look what the defense is doing. They're going to rotate basically into a cover 3 deep formation here. And the Chiefs motion, obviously, they motion Justin Watson inside on the play to take this deep. But look where the defense is. Ball was snapped right around here. So you've got defenders 7 yards off the line of scrimmage. They want Patrick Mahomes to throw the ball underneath. They need to have Patrick throw the ball underneath. They don't want him throwing it down the field. So Kadarius Toney's an outlet in the backfield, again, out of 10 personnel, where he's able to get them into a 3rd and short situation. So the route concepts here, again, are pretty basic. What they have from Justin Watson, who's going to, again, motion in the inside, take this up and go to the middle of the field. Richie James is basically just kind of clearing this out on this side as well. And then you've got the pirate concept that we've talked about many times. Travis Kelce is running the deep dig here, and Rashee Rice is running the underneath drag route essentially on this side. So you get two levels in the middle of the field, and then a clear out for Kadarius Toney on the right-hand side. Let Patrick read it out. He sees the deep defense, and he's like, fine, just going to go ahead and take this right now to Kadarius. Let him get out in space. Let him make two guys run into each other, fall over each other, and then try and get a first down. And this becomes 3rd and short, which the Chiefs will convert. That's big for the Chiefs offense. He makes them more multiple. And what he's able to do with spacing and allowing them to run a lot of their same concepts, but getting to them differently with how they align the football is fantastic. So for everything that we just talked about, these are just things that you can't have happen. Like this, you can't have it. These drops from Kadarius, that was a 2nd and 12, which could have been a 3rd and short. This is a simple route. It's a simple concept. He's open in space. And again, he's more thinking about this after the catch, where he's trying to make somebody miss. And that's where we've seen earlier, the very first play that we saw, same type of concept for Kadarius Toney. This time he wasn't motioning, but it's the same kind of concept. And he earlier tried to do a little bit too much. And when he jumped forward, obviously the ball came out, but he was down. But he does try to do too much on plays like this. It's very simple. Catch the ball and then go. But this happens to every single Chiefs receiver this year, where they're in perfect position. There's nobody around them, and they're too worried about making the play after the catch. Make the catch first, then worry about it. Because then instead of 2nd and 3rd and 12, we're talking about, even if you just catch the ball and you're down here, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 3rd and 5. This can't happen. Like, the drops can't happen. So we're going to go over the play. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about this, and I'm not going to make excuses. If you guys did not see Dan Orlovsky's breakdown of why the Chiefs were mad about not getting any communication, go to his Twitter page. You can find it. I was going to break it down here, but since he already did it, you guys can go see that there. Basically, Kadarius Toney, if you didn't watch us on Monday, or if you didn't see anything, he has been lining up offside all night, all game. It's about 6 or 7 times. So obviously we have the issue here. It's a little bit off, but even though it's off, you can still tell. You can still tell. The obvious issue. This happened 6 or 7 times throughout the night for Kadarius Toney. And not once did they get confirmation, the communication from the referees or anything like that. It doesn't excuse what Kadarius Toney's doing. It doesn't excuse that his attention to detail is wrong, that he needs to be more in the moment. He needs to understand where he's lining up. If you are on the line of scrimmage, you are not over the line of scrimmage. He's looking down the line of scrimmage as well. If you're looking back and to see the football, you're wrong. So, all things aside, attention to detail for Kadarius Toney right now when it comes to catching the football, when it comes to lining up, are things that he needs to work on. That comes with, hopefully will come with time, and hopefully we don't see this happen anymore. After this kerfuffle, this snafu, this whatever you want to call it, this insane opportunity passed the Chiefs by, and this amazing play that we're going to watch gets taken out of history because of Kadarius Toney lining up. It's one of the greatest inventive plays within the play that Travis Kelce has ever, that anybody has ever seen. Now, the most ironic part about this is that Kadarius Toney is the beneficiary of Travis Kelce seeing everything. But they are just going to run Kadarius Toney into a screen and have Travis be on the opposite side, opening up the middle of the field here. It's tough, man. They had just man coverage on the Chiefs here. You just get man coverage. So Kadarius is coming down the field. Rashee Rice is going to clear out too. And Travis is just, yeah, all right, we're going to go up here. And then I'm going to break open over the middle of the field. So you can tell the Bills weren't exactly worried about the Chiefs throwing the ball downfield in this game situation here. In this script, they also blitzed. They were heating up Patrick Mahomes. They felt, well, these players can't get open, so let's heat up Patrick. They did that. There is a silver lining. I know it's hard. I know we're all mad. I know we're all frustrated watching this play, watching it over, and how it's never going to be able to be kept on the record books. It's never going to happen. Probably never going to happen again. Oh my goodness. Just watch. I want you guys to watch this really quickly. If you didn't see it, watch Jerick McKinnon. This is why it doesn't matter if you blitz the Chiefs. Oh boy, he took him for a ride. Oh, he took him for a ride. But there is a silver lining. I think teams might get a little more frisky like this and blitz Patrick in situations like this. The Miami Dolphins lost. The Ravens probably should have lost. Jags lost. The Chiefs are struggling right now. And little mental miscues, mental misfortunes are the biggest reason why. And I just want to take a minute here to show you guys. I'm here with you. I'm here with you. I've got a couple more clips here we're going to get to in a second. Not all is lost. Not all is lost. Kadarius Toney needs to get his mental, I don't know what it is, mental attention span figured out. I do believe that going forward, we're not going to see him line up in front of the line of scrimmage ever again. I don't think it's going to happen. He's important to the Chiefs' offensive success throughout this season and going forward because of what he brings. And as much as I want to get on him for all the mistakes that he's made, which are plentiful mistakes, this is his first season in the NFL playing a full season. Obviously, he missed with some injury, but it's the first consistency that he's had. That's also not an excuse. It is a fact. He's young. Lots of growing that he has to do. But this is why I have to think that the Chiefs offense is not only better because he's on the field, he makes them better with what he offers. And I do think that there's some growth here. This is just a very simple play. It's a quick play that they're going to have Travis Kelce run this over the middle of the field here, just kind of get up here, but they're going to just run a spot route behind it. It's simple. Travis Kelce takes the attention. You stop underneath in the open soft spot in the defense. Okay? And that's exactly what Kadarius does. I like that he gets in there and stops. That's also recognition because that is something you can see on film, you can see on tape, and you can repeat over and over and over again. You have the outside leverage defender here. You have Travis Kelce taking this player, so he knows he's safe. And Patrick knows he's safe. This ball's coming out now. They can get him the ball this way. This is another way that they can scheme up Kadarius Toney for an easy 7 yards on any given play. And his ability to I think, quickly get open, which we've seen time after time, his ability to just not only make guys miss, but use that quick twitch that he has to get open is very useful for this offense. And this is the last play. The last play that why I think that Kadarius Toney is an impactful player. He's going to open up a touchdown for Rashee Rice. I mean, not himself. They all do it. This is a fantastic play call from the Kansas City Chiefs. It's a great call inside the red zone. So what the Chiefs do here is they're going to attack the middle of the field quickly. So they're going to fake like Kadarius Toney is running he's running this little tiny slant. And that's exactly what the Chiefs want this defensive back right here to believe. They want to open up this area of the field. That's all they want to do. They want to get to the back here. So with Rashee Rice running his deep over route, they want to get attention on this line of the field. This is where they want the defense's attention, right here. They want their attention here because the Chiefs you don't need to use the entire, you just got to cross the plane. And see, use that to your advantage for what you're trying to get the defense to look at. So they throw Travis Kelce in here and do the same kind of thing where he's going to run this pivot route instead. So he's going to attack inside and pivot back out. And that's exactly what Kadarius Toney does too. So instead of this being a post route, he steps quickly to the inside and then goes back out. That way, he's not in the way, he's not running towards, and he's not putting another defensive player in the way. So instead of this being that post route, that slant, this is a pivot route, or it's an in and out, whatever you want to call it, an arrow route, anything like that. And they also have Noah Gray down here, who's going to run a little spot route right here, basically to the outside. Run 2 players into the same area, move defensive players to that area, but also, like right here, watch Kadarius Toney. Boom. Makes this defender right here think, oh, crap, I need to get down here. He's going to win. He's already won across the face of that defensive, of that DB. And Patrick Mahomes' his eyes, man. He's going to throw the ball. He's going to throw. Fantastic sell job from Kadarius, from Patrick, to then throw into the back of the end zone where that hole is created. Look at the hole. There's now that defender is now moving down. We've got a window created here. And Patrick throws it with anticipation to Rashee Rice for the touchdown. So Kadarius Toney, warts and all, okay, makes this offense better when he's on the field, even if those warts had taken away plays from the Kansas City Chiefs. There's going to be growth. There might even be some more growing pains for Kadarius. I don't expect drops to just go away. I do expect the lining up to be cleaned up from here on out. It should not be an issue the rest of the season. Okay? And that's obviously not comforting to anybody now. That would have been more comforting on Sunday if he would have lined up properly. So this is how this is going to go. And I know that you guys don't want to hear this, but I believe Kadarius Toney is essential to their offensive production going forward this season. Young player, talented player, has a lot of room to grow. Is he going to grow into what he could be? I don't know. But what he is for this offense right now is important. It's vital. You don't have anybody with what he does. He still brings attention to him, and he can still make players miss in space, which most of their wide receivers can't do. It's a fact of the offense. And they don't have anybody outside of Kadarius Toney that can do that. He raises the floor as well as the ceiling of what this current iteration of the Chiefs offense is. So for everything that we've seen, all the frustration and the backlash and the calling him out for the offsides, we kind of have to deal with it. As fans, as people who watch the Chiefs also have to deal with it. The mentality that they've always shown is that they go back to those players when they make a mistake. Rashee Rice, young player, fumbled the ball. The very next play on offense that they threw him a screen. He got 11 yards out of it. I expect the Chiefs to try and get Kadarius more involved as the season goes along. I think the snap count that he played, 29 snaps against the Bills, should be the floor for him going forward, honestly. That's it. So I hope you guys were able to see what I mean, break down the different ways that they can use him, and that they did use him effectively in this football game. I think it was his best game of the season, bar none. Even with the drop and even with the penalty. So we'll see a better performance from him going forward. I think we're going to see a better offense for the last month of the season against the teams that they're going to play. Wake up call time, call to action, whatever you want to say it. Kadarius Toney is going to be a focal point of this offense with Rashee Rice, Travis Kelce, Isaiah Pacheco. Those are the 4 players that I think can get this team to where they want to go into the postseason, possibly reach another AFC Championship game. We have a lot of questions to ask. We're going to hopefully answer them for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please, before you head on out, hit that like button. And again, if you're new to the channel, hit the sub so you guys can see everything that we do here on RGR every single week. Gary's tomorrow with the stats and analytics, and then we are back on Friday, myself and Ryan, to do the game plan video for Chiefs against Patriots. Have yourselves a fantastic day. We'll see you guys next time.